Welcome to Fanatics Live, where we virtually connect you to your favorite athletes right at home. Tonight, we will be meeting with fans, signing autographs, and engaging in live Q&A. Now, let's welcome our host.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm so excited to be back with another episode of Fanatics Live. We are bringing your favorite athletes to you right at home. If you're tuning in on Facebook and YouTube, show some love in the comments for a chance for that comment to get featured on the screen. But before I go any further, I just want to let you know that tonight's show is brought to you by the FanChats Rewards Card by Fanatics. As a FanChats Rewards card holder, you have access to exclusive perks and benefits, and you get unforgettable experiences with athletes just like this. Earn 6% fan cash on every purchase, exclusive deals, offers, and much, much more. I am particularly excited to host this show, not just because I am a college football fanatic, but this guest has a large tie to my home state of Alabama. He is a role model for many up-and-coming quarterbacks. He's a national champion, an MVP, and he was the 5th overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. So let's give a warm welcome to Tua Tagovailoa. Hey, Tua.
Hi, what's up?
Nothing much. I'm happy to have you. Happy that you're here.
No, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
No, yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff ahead of us today. We're going to be talking with some fans, signing autographs. But before we get started, this is like my moment to shine. I want to say hi to my dad and my grandpa, who are very jealous that I get to do this right now. But I want to start off with a couple of interview questions. Football's taken you a lot of different places in your life. You started out in Hawaii, ended up in the middle of nowhere, Alabama, in Tuscaloosa. And now you're in sunny South Florida. And I kind of just wanted to know, what are your favorite aspects of each place that you've been?
Well, Hawaii is always going to have a special place in my heart. That's where I grew up, my entire life. But, out in Hawaii, it's just my family out there. And then out here, I love it out here. The fans are awesome here at Miami.
Yeah.
The weather's great. It's very sunny, so you can't beat that.
What's your favorite part about Alabama? Don't skip out on my state.
Well, Alabama's big on their football, and
that's true.
I definitely wouldn't know as much as I do now if it weren't for a lot of my coaches that are there, especially Coach Saban. So.
Speaking of Saban, that leads me right into my next question. Wow, you're such a professional at this. I grew up watching him as well, but he kind of gets boxed into that notion of like the coach that never smiles, or part of the highlight reel is watching his explosions on the sideline, or like some of his moments at the press conferences. But behind closed doors, when it's just you one-on-one, what was that relationship like?
Well, I think Coach Saban is two different people. On the field, he's a coach, he's a teacher, he's a mentor. And off the field, he's almost like a father figure. He doesn't yell the same. I think he's able to distinguish between the two. That coaching is somewhat different than outside of coaching. I guess. He's different off the field.
Yeah, leading is one thing, but when it's game day, you got to flip a switch and you got to bring the energy. And I think he's perfected I'm not going to let this phase me. Like, I'm going to coach this game and we're going to get through it. Sort of a mindset. We have someone who wants to ask you a few questions, and you might recognize him. Maybe if you closed your eyes and squinted a little bit, but through the voice, I think you'll know exactly who this is. So let's see what he wants to ask you.
All right.
Well, Tua, I've been waiting to get in touch with you, so I had to buy tickets to this virtual event, and you know that I hate technology and computers and everything. So I've been trying to get in touch with you, so I bought tickets to wait in line here and ask you these questions. Now, the first thing I thought when you got drafted by the Dolphins was, I certainly hope he lasts longer than I did there. But in all seriousness, now, I just wanted to reach out and see how your first year was, went down there, how you feel your time in Alabama prepared you for life in the NFL, because I know we do it better than anybody, and what were some of your adjustments that you had to make going from the collegiate game, at Bama, to the pro game?
Surprise.
Was that Coach Saban that asked me that question? Or?
I think it was. I mean, I like went blind for a second. I'm pretty sure that was Nick Saban. But he wants to know what's going on. How did your time at Alabama prepare you for your moments here with the Miami Dolphins?
Yeah, I'd say my time at Alabama prepared me because of the coaching staff. First off, we had really good coaches and guys who have coached at the next level. So with their knowledge and coming back to coach us, it definitely helped us be able to speak the terminology that the NFL guys are speaking. Mm-hmm. And then also helping us prepare. How learning how to prepare for games, learning how to watch film. Learning how to do things in that sense. And so, that transition has definitely helped. But, with the NFL, it's almost like another world.
It's a different business for sure.
Yeah, it's different.
That was Joey Molinaro. I'm sure you've seen him on Barstool and things like that. But if any of you viewers have seen him before, make sure to follow him on Instagram and Twitter at Joey Molinaro. He does some crazy good impersonations. So we're glad we got the Saban one on the show today.
Yeah, that was funny. It was good.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have some more fans who are on the line today. They're calling in live, which is super exciting. We're glad that we have them here with us. So they're going to ask you a question, and you're going to sign some autographs for them, and it's going to be, I'm sure, a unforgettable experience for each of them. So up first, we have Scott. He's calling in from Toronto, Canada. So we have a little international caller coming in. He's been a Dolphins fan his whole life, and he was so pumped when the Dolphins drafted you. And his biggest accomplishment in his life so far are his 3 beautiful children, which I think is great. So let's bring on Scott.
Dad, what's up, Tua?
Look at you.
New camo helmet this year. A little Tua action on it. It looks sweet.
Nice. I like the shirt.
Yeah, man. Thanks for doing this. This is cool. And I think it's like our generation. I grew up watching like Marino and those guys, and you never got to it was like a no-fly zone with guys like that, right? So this is really cool that you're doing it. So thanks for doing that. I had they asked us to each ask a question. So I wanted to kind of know, from your perspective, what kind of QB do you want to be in the NFL, right? Do you want to sit back and sling it? Do you want to get out there? You want to roll out and use your legs? And maybe how does that match up with Miami seeing you? I mean, I've got a bit of an idea what I'd like to see you do, but interested to hear from you what your style is going to lead you to.
Yeah, I think as a quarterback, you want to do a little bit of both. For me, I want to be able to do both, but I want to be a quarterback. So I want to be able to throw the ball before I decide to run. But I want to be able to run too to help extend plays for our team. And that's what I would say to that question. I guess my question to counter your question is, what do you see? What do you think?
You know what? Like I hope they protect you so that you can sit back there and your primary is to sit in the pocket and push it. But you break coverage and get out. I'd like to see you use your legs, right? Because like Marino rushed for 50 yards his whole career, right? So I want to see some action. I want to see how accurate you can be on the run. So I like it, right? And I think, I want to see your potential and see you grow. And I think it was awesome last year. I mean, I know tough with COVID, no training camp, all that. But training camp under your belt, kind of team commitment moving forward, protect you with some of the young guys from last year. They grow another year. I think that could be a big year, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So a couple other things, like how is it? I mean, you're one of the youngest guys in the room, right? How do you kind of command respect, or how do you earn respect with some of these vets?
Well, I think the way you earn respect is not just creating relationships off the field in the locker room, but how you create respect is you go out there and you do your job, and you do your job, to your best potential. So that's how I think you can gain the trust of the guys, and not just the guys, but also the coaching staff too.
Very cool. Well, we'll be watching you from up in Canada here. Always fins up. So appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Yeah, great questions, Scott. Those were awesome. Let's get that helmet started for you.
Yep.
I think we got a Dolphins helmet, of course. Why wouldn't we? And I think that inscription on that one says Tua time.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're always going to operate on Tua time, Scott.
Love
I
it.
feel like you're decked out in the back there. I like it.
Fanatics hooking me up for sure.
Let's see that signature. How'd it turn out?
Nice.
Beautiful.
That's sweet. That's awesome, man. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Thanks so much, Scott. Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Thanks.
Sweet. All right. First one under your belt. He was great. I love a good Canadian. They're always just my favorite people to have on the line. Up next, we have Michael, and he's calling in from Honolulu, Hawaii. So we got a home stay here. He became a Tua fan watching you lead your St. Louis high school to the national championship and taking them to the state champ in 2016. So let's bring on Michael.
Let's see.
How's it, Tua?
How's it
going, buddy? Thanks for making time. Yeah, I just wanted to say happy belated birthday. I believe it was your birthday last week. Awesome, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, I just wanted to say we're super proud of you. As you can see behind me, I follow the local boys, Marcus and Mackenzie. Mackenzie's from my alma mater high school, Mililani.
Oh, you went to Mililani?
I went to Mililani, man. Yeah, I think you probably trained there, right? Under like maybe York and guys and stuff like that. But my personal opinion, you're gonna bring a Super Bowl trophy back to Hawaii, man. I mean, not back to, first time. You're gonna take us there. So we're super proud of you.
It. Thank you.
You know, I watched your workout videos. I think you just posted some a week or two ago. You looking yo. I can't wait to see you play, man. Run some guys over. But I'm really curious. You know, I read a lot and I do a lot of meditating and all this stuff just to try and stay sharp, you know, mentally. I'm wondering do you have like a mental workout routine just to block out noise and stay positive and stay motivated and focused?
I would say the biggest thing that I do as far as reading is my devotionals. It's in the morning. And so I get up at 5:45 and read my devotionals. And then I have like a little family group chat that we have. And so we write down the scripture. We give our observation of the scripture. We talk about how we're going to apply it. And then we add like our little prayer. So that's like a 4-deal. It's called SOAP. We kind of do like a 4-deal SOAP. So scripture, observation, application, and then prayer. That's kind of what we do with that. And it's kind of hard for me to read right now because of everything that is going on. We have pretty much a set schedule in what we're doing. I know it's the off season, but getting with a lot of the guys, trying to get some things down timing wise, and then also trying to get really good in the film room too. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I know. Growing up, my dad was a part-time preacher. So we used to have a lot of we used to have a lot of Bibles in study and stuff. So I agree, man. You know, definitely reading the Bible and praying is a big part of the whole thing. So one last quick one, man. What are you gonna do when the next time you come home to visit? What's the first thing you do or first thing you eat?
Bruh, I love. Hey, now if I say this, please, if you guys hear this, Zippies, I love Zippies. So Zippies, if you hear this, please take care of us when we come down. I love Zippies, so I'll probably go to Zippies.
Right on. Hey, so anyway, proud of you, man. Have a great season, have a great career, and go get them.
Roger. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's get that helmet signed for you, Mike. This one, okay, he taught me how to pronounce this. This is a Samoan saying, Vi'ile Atua.
Oh,
I got it.
That is good, baby.
Oh, MC Hammer.
I got it. I love that, Mike. And you just brought a ray of sunshine into the broadcast today with your shirt and your attitude and your question. We love having you.
Thank you.
That focus face is good too. I like that.
Is it?
All right, let's check it out.
Nice little deal. Here you go.
That looks great.
Thank you, Tua.
Of course.
Great season, man.
All right, aloha, brother.
Thanks, Mike. Oh, that was wonderful. I loved that. Okay, up next is Chandler. He's calling in from Santa Clara, California. I think all of our callers today are from a different state, different country. We have no repeats over here.
That's
Santa
cool.
Clara, California. He's been he watched you play in overtime during the national championship, and he said that sealed the deal. I'm a Tua fan, no questions asked. And his biggest accomplishment so far, he's only 26, but he says his biggest accomplishment is graduating college, which I think is great. So let's bring on Chandler.
Tua, man.
What up?
How's it going? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm excited. A little nervous, but it's all good. First and foremost, I just want to say it's an honor to meet you. Thank you for taking time out of your off season to do this with your fans. Obviously, everyone appreciates it.
No, thank you.
Of course. And then obviously I started watching you after the national title game, followed you your sophomore and junior year. Towards the end of your sophomore year, I told my dad, who's obviously the reason why I'm a Dolphins fan, I hope one day the Dolphins can get a skill set guy like that at quarterback. Then turns out we didn't have to worry about that because we got you now, Before I get into my question, I also just want to congratulate you on announcing the Tua Foundation last month. I know a lot about your charity work in the past, and just super excited to see where the foundation's going to go, and just can't wait to see the work that's going to be put in there.
Oh, you had to have practiced this. I appreciate all of what you're saying. You're gassing me up. Keep it coming.
Well, yeah, you're one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. So I just gotta come a little prepared. But my question for you, Tua, is Dan Marino said that coming out of the 2020 draft that you were the best. You're a better player than him coming out of college, and that he was a big fan of your game. My question is, now that you've had a year underneath your belt and within the organization, how's your relationship with Dan, and has he helped you with any training or questions that you may have had after your rookie year?
Well, first off, I haven't done anything in the NFL for Dan to have said that. He said it was about college, but still, yeah, Dan is, Dan is Dan. He's the GOAT of Miami, and I mean, he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. So it means a lot to hear that from someone of Dan's-esque, but Dan's in our meeting rooms pretty much every day. And so any questions that we have, I mean, we ask them. I've had many questions for Dan. Dan's answered them, in the honest way that he could. Sometimes they're a little too honest, but that's just who
got you. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's awesome to hear. I guess another question I would have is, who are you looking forward to taking in the draft? Who would you like to see come to Miami? Obviously, maybe Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm glad that that's not a decision that I have to make. That's a decision that Coach Flores and our GM have to make, Chris Greer. So. I'm putting all the pressure on them, but I'll be glad with whoever we pick.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good options from Bama that'd be fun to link up with and bring that powerhouse down there. Let's get that helmet signed for you, Chandler.
Yep.
We got another Dolphins helmet here, of course. You said you were a Dolphins fan. Are you lonely out in California being a Dolphins fan?
Yeah, it's just me and my dad out here. That's just it. But we went to a Jaguars Dolphin games a few years back, and it was pretty cool to check out Hard Rock Stadium and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely quite an experience. Well, we're glad you got to call in today. Good questions for sure.
Yeah,
some great.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Let's check it out.
Thanks for gassing me up before all of that too.
All right. Yeah, of course, Tua. I got you. I got you. I hope you have a good rest of your season, and have a good rest of your career too, and fins up.
Appreciate it, Chandler. Thanks, man.
Thanks,
Chandler. Of course, man. Take it easy.
All right, you too.
Wow, these folks are prepared. They're coming from my job. Okay. Joe and Jessica are up next. They're calling in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They just finished a move, so we got to just congratulate them on that.
Oh, wow.
That's hard. That's hard to do. They've been lifelong Dolphins fans, and he is most competitive about his job in sales. So as an athlete, you got to be competitive, but there's also other areas you can be competitive in. But he likes competing alongside his other sales agents. So let's bring on Joe and Jessica.
So my wife is actually a Titans fan, so she purchased this for me for my birthday.
Oh, that's awesome.
I had to say happy belated birthday to you as well.
Oh, thanks.
But after one season in the league, I wanted to know what your personal goals are for this upcoming season.
Yeah, I'd say my biggest personal goal is, to make a big jump from this year one progression to year two. I'd say as far as, the rest of my goals, those are very personal to me, but I just want to, do whatever I can to better myself to help our team win some more games next year.
I hear you. So I'm actually originally from Western New York, so I'm sure you're familiar.
Wait, how'd you become a Dolphins fan then?
Dan Marino is the reason. So you have brought the most excitement since Dan the Man. And basically, I want to see you beat the Bills twice and win the division. That's my main goal for the team.
Yeah.
Who in the locker room has been the biggest influence for you?
In the locker room, who's been the biggest influence for me? I think it's hard to say because a lot of the guys in the locker room are very close knit. It's really not a team. Everyone's more so like family in that locker room. But everyone's just a guy, whether you're married or not. I mean, everyone understands that, we got a job to do when we come into the building, and, we try our best to hold each other accountable to it.
Awesome questions, Joe. Those were great. And yeah, I guess we're all just normal people out here. Some people are just really good at football, like Tua. You make it that far. So let's get that helmet signed for you, Joe. And what a great birthday present. Jessica knocked it out of the park, right?
She did. Not every day you get to talk to the starting quarterback of your favorite team.
Well, shout out to her. I like that. She thought through it. Thanks so much for joining us today. And let's see how that helmet's going to look in your new house.
It's going right next to Dan Marino's when I get it unpacked.
Perfect. I think that sounds like a great plan.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Joe.
Well, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Tell your wife thank you, although she's a Titans fan.
I know, it's tough.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, and last but not least, we have John. He's a FanCash Rewards card holder. So those perks I talked about at the beginning, he got invited just as one of the perks as being a card holder. So we hope that this is an unforgettable experience for him. Nice. He's calling in from Colebrook, New Hampshire. Small state, but he's got a large fandom here. And he says he's most competitive in the game of Uno, which I can kind of relate to that. Yeah, that's a pretty competitive game. So let's bring on John.
Sure. Hello, Tua.
Yeah, what up, John?
Not much in you.
I'm doing well. Hey, John, I'm really good at Uno.
Yes, I keep beating him, so I call him the princess of Uno and made him wear a tiara.
I voted.
He is actually our exchange student from Spain.
Oh, wow, nice.
So my question is, what was your most memorable moment of your freshman year in the NFL?
Okay, so yeah, it's hard to say. I have many memories of my rookie year, but every time we won, that was a good memory because the joy that it brought to our locker room, our coaching staff, and it felt a lot better walking into the facility after winning a game. So after you win on Sunday, you walk into the building on Monday, it feels a lot better after a win. So the memories are when we won, I would say. And then, a lot of the lessons came from our losses. So.
How do you feel about finally being able to play in front of hopefully a full stadium this year?
Well, that'd be very fun if we were able to, or if we're able to play in front of fans this year. But at the end of the day, if there's no fans, we still got a job to do, and that's to win games for our organization.
Yep. They did a pretty good job getting all the cutouts and, the limitations. They did the best they could this past season, but hopefully things are on the up and up and we get a normal football season this year.
Yeah, but those fans that were cut out, they weren't social distance, guys.
I know, we got to be careful.
Wow, they weren't socially distanced. I realized that.
Well, great question, John. And who's your friend who's here? Let's say hi to him too.
I'm Jacob.
Diego, nice to have you. I'm glad you got to join.
Yeah, thank you. He's from Valencia, Spain.
Well, we have a very good representation on this show today, don't we?
Wow, we got Hawaii, California, New Hampshire.
I know. There we go, John.
That. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling in.
All right, John. Thanks, man.
Have a
awesome. Wow, these guests were so put together, so professional. I loved having them on. They made my job easy. But like I said, John is a FanCash Rewards card holder. So if you want access to these sorts of events, you can stay tuned and learn a little bit more on how to get one of those cards later on in the show. Alrighty. We are turning it over to some social media people. So if you follow Fanatics on Instagram, we post an opportunity for you to submit a question for a chance to get featured on the show. So follow us on Instagram if you're not, but a couple of days leading up to the show, we like to post those so we get prepared for the broadcast. Up first, we have Ethan and Grayson. They are very cute, I will warn you, and they're up first. So let's see what they want to say.
Nice.
Hey Tua, I'm Ethan. Go Fins.
I'm Grayson.
And we're from Prattville, Alabama. And we love how you share your love for Christ. And we were wondering, what is the biggest transition from a college quarterback to a Miami Dolphins NFL quarterback?
Oh yeah, they're very cute.
I told you.
Yeah. I would say the biggest transition from being a college quarterback and being an NFL quarterback is in college, you're focused on a lot of external things because you have school to deal with. You have meetings you have to set up with teachers. You have group projects, so you got to get those situated with, people in your groups. And so you're not really focused all in with football. Whereas with the NFL, that's your job now. And that's all you do, football. And when you step into the limelight of the NFL, it gets tough because, you're playing against guys who've been looking at football for 10 years. For a very long time. And just the level of competition is a lot.
But yeah, it says a lot, though, that you've made it there. And a lot of people play sports for a long time. And it's a very competitive field in any sort of sport. So it's a huge accomplishment that you've made it there. And you have been very exciting to watch. We're not done. We got about two more. Up next is Joseph. And he's also a FanCash card holder. So let's bring him on.
Nice.
Hi, Tua. My name's Joseph. I am a Fanatics Rewards FanCash card holder from Jacksonville, Florida. I was hoping that you maybe could take a moment to speak on your relationship with Coach Saban and how it's evolved these past couple of years.
That's a good question. To answer that question, I would say my freshman year with Coach Saban, it was a year of me going into his office and kind of learning defense a little bit. And I would say that's sort of how our relationship was established, trying to learn from him. But then when I was when I worked my way into becoming the starter, that's when our relationship kind of grew. That's when, I was able to talk to him a lot more, communicate with him about, things that he thought I could get better with, and then things that I liked within the game plan and the scheme. But then I just created a really good relationship to where, I don't even know how to say it. It's almost like father and son relationship, but
yeah, it's easy. It's easy in those heightened situations, and you're working so closely with one another. Are y'all still in communication now? Do you still reach out to him every now and then?
Yes, we're still in communication. But yeah, Coach Saban is he's a coach at heart for sure.
For sure, yeah. He lives, breathes, eats, sleeps. Does he sleep? We don't know. We don't know. Okay, well, that's it from social media. We're kind of running a little short on time, so we're going to keep moving. Before I put you in my rapid fire hot seat, we're going to take a short break from a word from our sponsor.
Introducing the FanCash Rewards Credit Card by Fanatics.
Earn 6% fan cash when you shop with your card on Fanatics.com with exclusive cardholder perks and 6-month special financing on purchases of $150 or more. Text now to apply or go to Fanatics.com.
Like I've said many times before, tonight's show is brought to you by the FanCash Rewards Card by Fanatics. If you're interested in learning more on the exclusive perks and benefits, you can head on over to Fanatics.com and read more there, or you can go ahead and just text Fanatics to 94323 and you can apply for your card today. Thanks so much to our sponsor, but now it's my time. This broadcast. Are you ready for rapid fire?
I'm ready for rapid fire.
Okay, so we're gonna shoot back and forth. First thing that pops into your mind, but I am gonna intentionally try to stump you.
All right.
So just be prepared. Okay, QB, you modeled your game over.
It's hard to say. I would say I watched a lot of quarterbacks growing up, but I never really tried to model my game
That's
after
fair.
any quarterback.
Trick question. Throwbacks or the current Dolphins uniforms?
Throwbacks.
Throwbacks, yeah, that logo's the best. Your favorite flavor of Girl Scout cookie?
Samoas.
Yes.
Oh, you like Samoas too? Nice.
No, I was literally setting you up to make sure you said that answer. But the Samoas are great.
Nice.
You did a good job. Your favorite NFL team growing up?
Cowboys.
Ooh, okay, classic. The first song you learned how to play on the ukulele?
Surf.
What is that?
It's called Surf.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I'll try to learn it too, and then we can get back on this, and then we'll do
It's
a little.
easy.
We'll do a little show for everybody, a little concert. Your go-to pregame snack?
I don't have one.
No.
No.
Not like
no
bag
pregame
of gold.
snack.
No, not a bag of goldfish, some Gushers, nothing like that.
No. Not me.
All right, that's fair. The most recent book that you've read?
My devotional book.
Okay, also fair. You were talking about your Bible studies earlier.
Yeah.
I believe you. Okay, one word to describe the rib rolls at Flanagan's.
Very delicious.
That's two?
No,
That's
delicious.
two? Okay, we'll just take out
It's,
the space.
Very good. But
Yeah, just say it really fast. Very delicious.
Very delicious.
The toughest aspect of rookie season?
Not having OTAs. I would say not having a real camp too.
Yeah, that's fair. I know COVID threw everything into a loop. Like we said, these next couple of seasons, everybody getting back is going to be really fun. Okay. I always like to end on just like a tiny bit of controversy or just something that I'm like curious to know.
Okay.
I hear that spam is quite the delicacy in
Okay.
Hawaii.
Mhm.
What is your stance on spam?
I mean, I like spam. I grew up on spam.
What's your favorite way to eat it?
You can eat it anyway. You can fry it. You can eat it right out the can. Obviously, people don't like any of that, but you know, it's different for sure. But I mean, I grew up on a lot of canned foods.
Yeah. Is a spam sandwich like a normal Sunday afternoon thing?
I've never had a spam sandwich.
Oh, I'm just getting carried away. I don't know. I'm getting carried away. I'm not sure.
No worries though. I've heard of a spam sandwich, but I've never tried it.
All right. Again, on our concert, we'll do like a little virtual spam cooking show and a ukulele concert all in one.
Wait, you know how to play something?
I'll try. I think I can do like "Hey There, Delilah." I think I can do that one.
Nice.
All right, Tua. That wasn't too bad. I was kind of easy on you this time, but
Yeah, that was kind of easy.
we're so thankful that you got to come on to our Fanatics Live show tonight, and you were so great with our fans. So thank you. And thanks to all of our viewers who are tuning in and spam sushi rolls. Oh, my Lord. Okay, so I just wanted to give you the final floor if you want to say anything to your fans, anybody who's watching.
Yeah, just big shout out to Fins Nation and everyone that's watching. Thank you guys so much for the support. Really appreciate it. Hopefully we can continue to make you guys proud this upcoming season.
All right, and what do we say? What do we say to tell you goodbye? I saw you doing this.
I just say hui ho. That's how you say goodbye in Hawaiian. Hui
Hui
ho.
ho.
Yep. Hui ho, everybody. Shoots. Roger Dodger.
There we go. Go Fins. Thanks to
All right. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I have a new best friend, but I don't want to hype myself up too much. That is the end of tonight's show. Thank you all so much for calling in. To our fans, like I said, you were awesome. You had some wonderful questions. To everybody watching, thanks for blowing up the comments. It was great to watch all of those roll in and show support for Tua Man. We are not done. We're still rocking and rolling through the month of March. We got a couple more shows headed your way. We have, at the end of the month, Eli Manning from the New York Giants and the Ole Miss Rebels. He's going to be joining the show on March 31st. And then we're staying in New York, and we're going to go on over to the New York Yankees on April 11th with Andy Pettitte. So if you are interested in these events, you can head on over to fanatics.com/live to learn more on how to get involved. And like I said, follow us on social media, and you can participate in the question box, and maybe your question will get answered on this show. Thanks again, and stay safe, and good night.